let's talk about the survivability of social media. Have you ever done multi-level marketing? Amway, Avon to an extent. Melaleuca is making a resurgence for some strange reason. Interior design, Primerica. I mean, there is a million businesses out there that structure themselves around multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing is this. Hey there, friend. I understand that you probably don't like your job, and you're probably thinking about, man, I really could put together a better job. And if I could put together a better job, think about what I could do with that. I could feed my family. My kids could go to college. You know what? My grandchildren would have trust funds. You know, my whole family could live on some vacations. I spent 95% of my time in multi-level marketing meetings learning the business of selling the business. The products were meaningless. Doesn't matter if it was some cut rate blue-green algae or some fancy pills. It's always pills. It's always pills designed around a berry from a place on the other side of the world that only I can bring to you. And of course, my suppliers can of course supply to you in pristine quality. Here is a 7-hour video about our cruise where we learned about how much we can do with money. I had an Uber driver try to sell me MLM. I'm like, my friend, you are not selling success to me on this Uber ride. It's not happening. But here's the thing. To make money in what we do here, you have to create some kind of entity to receive the money. Regardless of what the links are. Are you familiar with the Lincoln biography? The LinkedIn biography? Abraham Lincoln was, of course, our president. But if you think about the Lincoln biography, it's almost as blatant as accountant. And yes, I have thought about accountancy. And if you get it, you get it. But really, we're getting to a point where we've always been. You know, think about the pioneers of industry. They were basically people who walked around and said, give me your money. And people were like, okay. You know, and if you do that enough times, then you're wealthy. And then people go, how did you do it? And you say, let me tell you. My name is Sackler, and I got these pills. You know, and oh, man, there's so many. Purdue is about to be seized by the federal government because that's how bad it went with the Oxy crisis. At one point, West Virginia was getting 9 million pills. They had enough pills for every man, woman, and child to have about 10, 15 prescriptions a year. They were running Oxycontin field trip buses in and out of West Virginia. West by God, Virginia. Anyway, to make money on this, you have to set up streams of income. And streams of income, multiple streams of income. Think about it. Every time you create a video, you are creating a small piece of an electronic intellectual property. Now you're creating it on TikTok, and what does TikTok do? Yeehaw! They brand it right there, and right here. The whole time they're going on, they're like, where did this come from? You know where it came from. In fact, if you try to upload this saved video to another platform, the other platform is going to have a sudden issue with it. What are you doing? Not original content. And I'm like, hey, Clapper, if you had a media interface worth a good God bless, maybe I would create videos there. But I don't. I create them here. Because even with a 10-minute video, I have a better TikTok experience than on Clapper's 30-second issue. You can upload all day long. But if I'm using my native app, I'm going to go where all the people are. And the people aren't on Clapper. More people have Clap than have the Clapper. That's what I'm saying here. Anyway, one of the things you're going to realize is that on social media, you can't just live on TikTok. You have to live on everything. I love those creators that are like this. Like you'll tune into their feed and they don't look at you the whole feed. They're looking at this because they're playing a video game. And while they're doing the video game, they're doing Twitch streaming. And over their corner, they've got this account. And over this, they've got their Instagram live account and their Facebook live account. And it's almost like, okay, if you've ever seen the prisons, they call it the Panopticon. The Panopticon would allow guards in a central tower to be able to look at all the prisoners that were in a thin coliseum. Think of a coliseum and how the coliseum is designed for everyone to see one person on stage. But if you were to turn around and give the person on stage assault weapons, then that would be a prison, a pretty good prison, because you would know where everybody is at all times. You would also need a kitchen and a place for all of the eventual poo. getting away from prisons, you become this multimedia sensation. You become at a press conference. I am so important that I need 15 different streams of what I'm doing for different purposes. I'm going to do some long form content, some tube, not for me, but for you. I'm going to do some real short form content on this account. I'm going to do some strange experimentation on Clapper because I guess that's where all of my parents are. I don't know. I don't know. The demographic over there is strange. It's just strange. It's like one long Budweiser commercial. Like all of Clapper is just, I don't know why I'm obsessed about this, but people keep going, oh, Clapper's the next, it's the new TikTok, it's the new TikTok. Is it? But is it though? TikTok seems to be okay, and I get a fresh crop of sarcasm every day, so I guess I'm okay. One of the key things I would say is multiple streams of revenue. We keep coming back to multiple streams of revenue. One of the things you want to do is merchandise, some kind of merchandise. Best thing you could do is go to one of those like keychain manufacturers or a place that'll sell you a pen or t-shirts. T-shirts is probably the easiest way to do it. There's a bunch of sites that'll do it where you just upload the art and they charge, per piece. They are a lot higher. But you'll see big creators, huge creators will do merch drops. The reason they do a merch drop is because if you collect all of your orders before you place the order with the printer, you save a ton of money. Like if I send a t-shirt order to my printer, I've got a printer guy really good, Phoenix Customs, a really good guy. If I send him one t-shirt order, he sends me a sad emoji. He sends me an emoji with some tears and like a dollar bill with like a fire emoji next to it because I'm wasting his time. And because I'm wasting his time, it would be better if I could send 25. It would be phenomenal if I could send 2,500. So that's why they do merch drops. They say, hey, everybody, oh my goodness, the Cancel Toasty Tentacle shirt is coming up. Hashtag Cancel Toasty Tentacle. It's coming up. It's going to be available this summer. This summer, we're going to start taking pre-orders beginning on my birthday, March 4th. So look out for that. March 4th pre-orders for the Cancel Toasty Tentacle shirt available this summer. Make it an indeterminate date. You have no idea how long this is going to do. But if you start taking pre-orders on March 4th and you get 10,000 orders, well, my t-shirt guy's happy. He's hiring somebody else, spillover, galore, happiness. My t-shirt guy's going to send his kids to college or buy a new sports car, whatever. So merchandise, think about something you can put your brand on. That's another key thing too. Before you take this, if you're going to take this seriously, put some effort and some into actually creating a logo, a design for yourself. These are my original characters. I've been playing with these for years, for decades. This is my official whatever. I don't know. I got it on a t-shirt. Neither here nor there. We can do that at another time. When you hire me to come out and speak to your business group, you're like, my God, Toasty, you speak so sensibly. You speak the language of the children, but you also seem to be old enough to sit there and not show your posterior too violently. And that's exactly what you do. You hire the best of both worlds. So what I would ask you to do is think about multiple streams of revenue. Think about a book. Write a book. If you're leaving a comment, I'm going to assume literate. And if you're literate, you can write. And you say, oh, I can't write. I have bought a book. I literally bought a book where a friend of mine took their Facebook statuses for 30 days, put them on a piece of paper, printed it, and I paid $20 for that book. Because I need to support somebody. That's the thing. When people follow you, when they love you, they want to support you. You could literally put in a can and they would buy the can from you, look it up. It's happened. It was very expensive when it happened. What I'm saying is if you allow people to support you, if you allow people to take pieces of you with them, this can be a job. But it will eventually be a job, and you'll grow to hate it. And then my little tentacles will nibble on me, and there won't be anything left but little beak marks, and I'll be another victim of the consortium. No, but I'm really serious on that whole coming to speak to your Toastmasters group. Oh yeah, nonprofits get priority. Oh, absolutely. Churches, schools, prisons. I spoke at a prison one time. It was really good. I had to have special permission to bring in a harmonica because it's got edges. Really progressive prison, though. I never thought I'd ever say those words, but really nice. The staff, grumpy, though. Grumpy. They probably have real hard jobs. And they had to sit through my presentation. They were not laughing. They were not.